I am so sorry that I went a couple minutes late. I was going through these settings, turning on the game audio that I forgot to turn on last stream. I made a wonderful discovery. So, firstly, edge scrolling is turned off. I'm no longer going to bump my mouse, hopefully not that hard, and have things go just completely nuts. Secondly, zoom to cursor. I love this. Most of the other applications I use have this, but it's like when I accidentally, yeet myself way out to here, I'm like, way up here, zoom. I mean, obviously, I'm still gonna do the whole that stuff, but like, right into there. Right into there. It's awesome. I love it. This is gonna make things a lot easier. Also, I did a few things while the stream was off. The main thing I did was I did a decent amount of optimizing in the brick setup. So various lines have more, I think actually all of them wound up with more wagons by the end. And I redid this station a bit to give these two separate sections of platform. There wasn't enough platform room here for the two trains, and it was just giving me problems. Also, while we've been away, this has upgraded right the way up to max level, which that's nice. So yeah, that means we're getting them. Oh, and I also had to optimize the little runabout here and chuck a whole bunch more on it so that it would cover for the full 400. Yeah, so that's good. We'll probably be upgrading that to some cargo trams fairly soon because I like my cargo trams, but for now, that'll work. So yeah, also, I have acquired the gravelly track. So yeah, that'll make life much easier. So first things first, we're going to come into here. We're going to do the upgrade. And we're going to just get rid of the buffers and rails inside the tunnel there. And we'll ride an engine through there at some point and check that out. But yeah, that's looking, that is very much looking the part. That's exactly what I hoped it would be. And now to just do that for everything outside of the tunnel. And I'm probably going to do another little bit going like right in up to the tunnel entrance just to make things a little easier, but come on. But yeah. That's going to make things a lot nicer, having that little bit in the middle. Now, it does unfortunately still cost a decent amount to whack this in, which I'm mildly disappointed by, but it's worth it. And here I'm going to take it right up to the brickwork, but no further. So, yeah, that'll do. And well, let's see what happens if we just take it right on in. There we go. Yep, it stays nice. It sticks to it. And now we'll have our wonderful quad track with space in the middle. And exercising my newfound powers of zoom to mouse. I love it. Yeah, I said I've done a lot of stuff in a CAD program called Autodesk Inventor, as well as a couple of other CAD programs. A lot of those do like their main control is the whole zoom to cursor thing. So it's like, yeah, that is just, it's really nice. And yeah, I mean, we're, you know, chewing through all that money I made after the stream real quick, but we'll be able to actually see how this looks, you know, fully done. Yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah, that's everything I hoped it would be. Just this massive stretch of impressive main line. Don't particularly care for that. Wish that the level crossing thing were disabled for the ballast track. But can't have everything. And I'm not going to bother trying to put... Well, actually, I might put it there. But I don't think so. It's not worth it. Yeah, because that's not, like, even. But yeah, and I think we're going to go ahead and do the inside of this tunnel. So, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in. And we'll go to... If it snaps, please. Hello. Yeah, the one that's just over 16,000 is what we've been doing so far, if I can get it to actually go in. Come on, there we go. Come on, it went in for a moment there. Come on, you know I want you to snap into that and be tunnel. There we go, that's what I'm wanting. And then... let's see. We back? Oh, yeah, we're back, okay. Sorry, having some internet connection issues. But, oh, yeah, OBS did manage to connect back up, so we are fine. But yeah, I'm gonna have to redo this, though, actually counting, units, because apparently are more expensive when they're deeper underground for some reason, which... I don't know, I think that's kind of dumb, but... whatever. Come on. Here we go. So yeah, let's see. There we go. So yeah, I think we're gonna do pillars of 5 and spaces of like 30 maybe. 3, 4, 5. And in. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be 30. Now, that's not enough. Let's go to 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Come on. Yep, there we go. 8, 9, 10. There we go. Yeah. Five and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then we'll, ooh, no, yeah, let's do at least one more. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be a lot of little bits. That's for sure. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna guesstimate it. Come on. Give me a tunnel. No, you wanna. There we go. Yeah, I'll keep the pillars consistent, but I guess the spacing of them probably just won't be. That's pretty good. Okay. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in. Yeah, I wish there was something I could do about it trying to make a cutting. And I wish there was like a force tunnels tool or something. Something that you turn on and force it to make a tunnel, even if it has to like conform the land up over itself. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna need to move stuff real quick. I'm getting particularly patchy internet down here today, and my parents are out at the moment. Mom has a doc's appointment today, so I think we're gonna go ahead and take stuff upstairs real quick, a bit closer to the router. So, yes. Just a minute. Yeah. The one good thing about doing these sorts of things from a laptop, when the internet's being a pain, you can just move. And if it continues being a pain, I can just plug in an Ethernet connection. Prefer to not get out the cable though, because yeah, I would love to run an Ethernet cable downstairs to my desk, but unfortunately, there's no real good way to do that without putting a hole in the floor. And I'm not going to ask my parents to, you know, put a hole in the floor when I'm going to be moving off to college in, you know, a few months. And so yeah. Hopefully, I had slightly better internet here on the couch than I did down at my desk. So, yeah. Here's to not having any more disconnections. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, mouse. 2, 5. There we go. And then I'm just gonna eyeball the gaps. It's just much easier that way. Like, and I think that looks even enough. But yeah, and I think that this nice little big long tunnel is going to be real impressive with all the pillars down the middle. You know, I'll bet you that at some point here, somebody's going to make a track placement asset for arches that go over the track, and I'll bet you I could use those to make a real nice, proper arch tunnel. Do like the like long viaduct arches going that way, potentially. I don't know. It'd be real cool though if I could set this up so that it had like proper vaulted ceilings going on inside the tunnels. But yeah. And I'm gonna try and slowly get better at keeping an eye on the chat so that if somebody does show, then we can, you know, chill and actually, you know, have a proper live stream with, you know, interaction with the live audience. Because that's kind of, you know, the point of doing a live stream. Yeah, I think I'm going to finish it from the other end so that it will hopefully match up a little better. There we go. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I want to get 2 of them. There we go. Come on, it went in for just a moment. There we come. Go. There you go. No, go there. 2, 3, 5. Now let's recount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. There we go. Now we're really approaching the final stretch here, so come on. Let me just zoom in a little close though. 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think we're probably going to get 2 more in. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's going to be about right. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. There we go. And for some reason it booted me out of the menu, but that's fine. Okay, and now I think we should, let's get the rest of the station in. So first things first, this station is going to need another cargo track, and I want to start doing like proper turnarounds on stations too. I really actually no, I'm actually going to completely redo this station because as nice as the terminus stuff is, I've got the money to put in a cargo delivery route, and I want room to put in an actual station with a turnaround. So I'm actually going to completely remove that, and as well as knocking this back a little. And I think we're going to start this with a passenger station, 1 track. But I'm going to stick with, well, let's see. Yeah, 'cause even a short platform can hold a lot of passengers, though. So I'll go with, let's do 120. And then, yeah, we'll want to bring that back even more to line stuff up properly. And then this needs to be configured. Yeah, and we've got multiple errors there. Firstly, so just making sure it's, yeah, that's just the shadow. It didn't put in the ballast track somehow. But yeah, firstly, it snapped the cargo platform onto the passenger one because I placed the station down again. So I'm going to need to go into the line and fix that. But yeah, anyway. So let's see. So yeah, the passenger one needs to go to there. And actually, I'm gonna. Ooh, I accidentally did that in ballasty track, which we don't want. And then the cargo one needs to come around it, so. Come on, snap to the other side for me, won't you? Yeah, that place where it's already turning is a pretty ideal. There we go. Works there. So that's fine. Then we'll bring the cargo in and feather that one in. And we need to keep at least 96. Which that'll more than do. And then for the turnaround, we need to bring that up. And I think I'll bring it up to there where the crossover happens. Then take that one straight on up to that one. And then that inside one's going to be the passenger one. So this one's also going to need to flip itself around a bit. Which this will actually work out a lot better than the other one was. So we'll put in the passenger one nice and tight, like that. And then this cargo one should automatically want to cross over it. Which we could actually do that and bring it in extra tight. And hopefully this one will merge in. Not snap the side of that one, but merge into that one. Maybe. There we go. That'll work perfectly. And I know this section here is really slow, but this is just a turnaround, actually going into the station, not out because of the directions the tracks are going. But yeah, this will do fine. And this bit just comes straight on out. And I'll need to signal up a lot of stuff here, but that's fine. First, let's get this all hooked up. So that one will hook up into there, and this one just... Ooh, oh man, forgot the ballast track. Fudge. Yeah, we need to break it off back to like there-ish. That bit I think I can just... Actually, that bit I won't even include. That little bit there can just be upgraded to ballast. Yes, I don't think... Actually... Now, let's take this back to there, and we'll start the curve off from there, where the ballast ends and that does its little crossover thing. Yeah, that'll work. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty nice. So that's the point where that one continues on to go into the station, and then that one heads out. And then we need a we'll need a road coming from there going into town. And we'll need a tram. Actually, since I'm probably going to want a passenger tram anyway, I could just put the tram thing directly onto there. So actually, yeah, and if we're going to do that, let's make put a at least wider building on there. So let's go into passenger buildings, and let's whack on a couple of bits of side building, and then maybe a little bit of cargo building-y stuff, because we're going to be having, 2 cargo and 2 passenger tracks on this. So, well, actually, that's probably let's actually no. What I think I'll do is I'll shift that over a bit. So let's get this, and instead of putting it in the middle, we'll put it shifted over so that the edge is lined up with the middle. And then we'll do the cargo building with the ramp and the office. Actually, I think it'd look better the other way around. So yeah, we'll want that one in there, so that the ramp winds up a little more centralized. Yeah, I think that'll look better. Yeah, that looks good. And then we'll get a tram. Actually, there is room to add more to each side. Don't know if I want to, but I might. So yeah, we're gonna whack that in. Oh wait, no, no, we can add the additional platforms in here, because I want this long enough that I can do cargo trams, which requires at least 30, and in fact we've got plenty of room, so I might just expand this right on out, so that both so that it can hold additional cargo, and so that it will be able to accept the bigger cargo trams when they become available. And I think I'll do that so that it can fit in. Ooh. Okay, yeah, we need to fix this and let stuff run for a little bit, because that's a little too much on the money front. To add in the building, and to really it's removing that building that's giving me the problem, so I can put in, or no, not in that, so I can put in a passenger stop on this side. And I'm not going to take it the whole way, I'm just going to put in the little shelter right near the station. Yeah, that'll do nicely, I think. I do think that I will, depending on how it looks, I might either add a cargo ramp. Yeah, that cargo ramp looks good there, and I don't know if I'll add a ramp here or a little bit more passenger building there, but anyway, that'll work for now, though. Yeah, and that now only hooks directly up to that little bit, so we're going to need a drop-off going from there into the city, where the bulk of the bricks are needed, which is over this side. So yeah, there we'll cover up to the point. That there's a little nicer, though, I think. I like having my drop-offs on those little, like, crossroads. And we'll eventually need a drop-off over here to cover the food need. Although the food is actually produced, like, right in here, too. Which is going to make that a fairly cheap delivery. But anyway, yeah, we need to take this line 1 and manage the line so that it goes to the cargo's platform. And now that we've got everything in, we'll want to put in the signals. But as it stands, though, it should be able to run now. Can I squeeze in a signal there before the tunnel? Not with the crossover, so I'll put it this side of the switch before the depot access. Then we'll have... Oop. And now we need to wait for money to be made. Come on, you. Grab that train. Because this is definitely our main money earner. Is this one. Because it goes at a fairly high speed and also goes the distance. So, yeah. And at this point, we actually have basically all of the bricks needs for everywhere effectively covered. I mean, we might need to expand the rate a little bit as time goes on, but for now, the bricks are covered. And I think that that once I'm done with getting that line done up properly, and I don't think I'm going to put in a ton of signals because we don't have hardly any traffic going down there. But I think the next thing I'm going to push is a thing taking the crude oil from here at the hub out to one of the refineries so that this can bring oil back with it. And then we'll need to add more trains onto this line because this is eventually going to need to carry 1,200 rate worth of oil going back and only about 100 rate of bricks going in. So it's like, this is mainly just going to be an oil line, but it's going to, or crude oil line, but it is going to haul bricks as well. But yeah, apparently it only had 24 ready for this guy, so that's not great. Let's see. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, this one's way dropped the amount it's shipping to there because we didn't actually get that tram line in. Oh, darn it. Yeah, let's get that in while we have any money at all. And it's actually not going to be a tram line yet. It's just going to be a cargo truck line, but come on. There you go. Okay. And yeah, and I'm going to name this what it's going to be eventually. Well, now this is black. Okay, first things first. Train freight. Blackpool goods yard to Market Harborough. Cargo, which most of that has gone off the thing, but I think if you expand it does actually show. And this one is going to be road freight, Market Harborough. There we go. Cargo Delivery 1. And for now, we're just going to grab as many of these as we can afford. And we're going to put them on there. Oh, no. The road network doesn't extend out that way enough, does it? Okay, so... Ooh. Okay, we're going to need to take out a loan in order to extend the roads. So yeah, we're just going to get the cheapest of roads, and we need to run a bit out to there. And then we can use that road up through to the here. We'll come into there just because it's not a bad thing to do anyway. Yeah, and I'm just going to plow through straight and level. And then we need to continue on up the coast there. And into there. It'll let me. Come on. From there. There. Okay, so let's see. Can I get it to tunnel for cheaper? Nope, it's much more expensive. So let's just arch this, because that was a bit too pricey. Now we're on an embankment there, so let's... There we go, yeah, just ease it till we get the optimal price. That'll do. Yeah, I guess we can in-game say that the reason that they raised that up is because they had to do something with the earth they dug out there. But yeah, and then that goes into town, which connects up that. Okay. There we go. Okay, now this should rapidly go back to... Yeah, supplying a lot more to there. Yeah, because that would have crippled 2 of our biggest money earners if I hadn't caught that. And let's pay back. Let's repay that loan as quick as I can. Where did that much loan come from? I thought I'd paid all that off. Okay, apparently I've been sitting on a loan for a while. Should have paid that off between the streams. Well, too late on that one now, but... Let's have that up just so I can see the line. And I want to see what happens if... once I have a little bit of money, if I just put in, we'll put in a signal going that way there. But once it, come on, need a money train to come in. Yep, no, this isn't going to be as big a payday because it's like less than half full, but this will still be a bit of a payday. There we go. See how we can get... Yeah, and just doing that's made this one loop around nicely, so now it's actually going to use all the tracks like it's supposed to. And I'm going to follow this one now that it's going to be going straight, at least for this section. And I think I'm going to try and put in a similar loop thing in the other stations. But yeah, that's pretty darn close to what I was hoping for. But I wish that the tunnels would be arched on the top. It would look just so much nicer, in my opinion. Like, especially with that sort of brickwork, that does not actually, you know, work like that. That, like, having, you know, stone block masonry would just collapse if you tried to build a flat top tunnel with it. I mean, you can get away with it with, you know, steel reinforced concrete, but not with, you know, stone masonry work. You have to do stone masonry work in arches. And even concrete is better if you do it in arches. But yeah. I definitely think that doing the track this way is definitely a good future-proofing investment. And it also, I think, just looks a lot nicer than, you know, just putting in a bit of double track. Yeah. And the train has to slow down for all the junction work going around that mountain. Yeah, we're definitely eventually going to wind up putting in some form of a bypass there that just plows straight through the bulk of that mountain with a much longer tunnel, just to cut the time down a little bit, make them not have to slow down there. But until we do, that junction's perfectly adequate. Yes, at some point I'm going to have it so that all the tracks coming out of this station will loop around like the other station did. I might actually... That's going to be kind of hard to do with the harbor, though, with the way I want to do that. Maybe I'll like do the thing where it like goes let's go over there and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So what we could do... What you waiting for? Probably something. Oh, okay, yeah. Let's make him not have to do that. I mean, I think I'm still gonna leave this single track just for now. I'm not gonna invest in upgrading this section yet, but what I am gonna do is put that in so that he can go the proper way on what double track there is. And, well, yep, yeah, that's sorted him out. So now he won't have to wait at that signal nearly as long. But anyway, yeah, what I think I'm going to do here. So, here, I pull out the track thing, we'll need... This is going to be the tightest and most limiting turn. Yeah, and that actually, with putting it there, is going to cause big problems. I'm planning on extending this station backwards more as well, though. So, yeah, let's start working on doing that. So, yeah, I'm going to take... So we're going to start with just this track, because that's the most limiting one. Yeah, and that's how long this station's going to be. It's going to come all the way back to there. Hopefully. And then, yeah, and that actually lets us use that peninsula area to do what I'm talking about. So we're going to take this out. And actually, I think I might even take it out, like, straight for a bit, like like that. Straight-ish, anyway. And then we'll come in real tight. Not able to miss the water, though. But we might, if I can get it to do the thing where it lets you go extra tight by... Come on. There we go. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. No, you want to. But yeah, no, I think if I do that, I would have to actually go a bit straighter. Let's see. So let's carry that on just perfectly straight up to like there, maybe. See if I can get it in now. Okay, now that, yeah, nah. We'd have to carry it on further up. And in terms of like actually playing the game as a game, this is not a smart way to do it, but I think it, in terms of looks, it'll be worth it to have, you know, all my trains able to come down here and actually properly turn around. Yeah, and I'm gonna need to break that off and come out just a tad more. And I'm actually going to come out for a decent bit and then break it off. No, I don't. Yeah, let's get rid of that bit now. Yeah, I think that's about as far as I can come out without hitting the water coming out. Yeah. That's as far out as I can come. But with any luck, though, I can miss the water here. And if I can't, I'm willing to terraform a little bit to get this done. But, yep, I'm going to have to terraform just a little bit right there. Missed just a little bit. Come on, you. Open up the terraforming options. Thank you. And we don't want to come all the way, though. We want to come, like, to there. And then we need to leave, actually, a 2-track wide gap here to leave room for the platform. And then this bit is going to need to come in. Although actually, if I'm running this down there, though, that's not going to leave me room to cross the thing. So I'm actually going to need to leave another gap. And then I can put in steps and a little bit of road and cross the track that way. Yeah, that'll do it. So yeah, and then if I do like that, and then the harbor is going to nestle in that area. I mean, yeah, and that is coming out a lot longer than I would have wanted it to. And we've got a lot of section that's down here that's... Well, actually, no, because that bit is stations. Actually, no, almost... Most of this loop actually is being done alongside the station. And this is kind of necessary just to get it out the way of the harbor that I'm going to put in here, but that's it. Once again, all of this, and even just, you know, looping and turning around at all is, you know, kind of unnecessary. In fact, it's extremely unnecessary, but I said, I like the realism of running things through a turnaround loop like that. And actually, because of this, if I get this whole thing put in, I can actually change up the incoming junction to make things a lot simpler. So yeah, we want this coming out perfectly straight. And hopefully it'll, yeah, and it snaps to perfectly straight there. And actually, no, we actually didn't want to do, we want this to be not just straight, but also level. Because there it's actually snapped to the station height, and we want this to also be at the station height. So we want to come out, not snapping to there, we want to come out straight and force level. And so that's actually going to ride level to the station height, which will help it look a little nicer. And then we need to take this past there, which is where the other end of the station is going to be. Staying fairly straight, like that. And if it curves, does a little bit of its curve after that, that's fine because of the way that I did it. But yeah, and then this actually can come in as close to that as we want. And that's actually slowing it down to 60s there, which I'd actually prefer not to do. So I think I actually might redo that bit coming out like over here and do it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that, which will serve that section, and then we'll bring it out there instead of trying to force a double slip to keep the speed up. And it dips down to 119 there, but by the time I need 120 on a cargo section, I'll have the high-speed track to do it with. And now that I've done that, I actually can, because it's going to come in here, but it's going to come out that way, so I actually can, well, first I need to hook up everything over here. Yeah, there, that, yeah, I want to zoom into there. Yeah, and in here we actually don't need to keep the speed up because this is all like slow turnaround section. Come on, why are you not, just go in. Come on, just go. I need to, oh yeah, because that's station track, duh. Oh yeah, no, of course that's not merging into it. Ooh, yeah, no, we're gonna need to build up a lot of station track, jeez. But I mean, it's fine, this is all, you know, investment of the future, and I will need at least one more platform in here in the near future for the next line I'm doing. And I'm getting close to having enough money to invest in it, but as at least that one and this one I'm going to need brought out to, oh yeah, that's actually, yeah, that actually is turned out very well with that. In fact, I'm actually probably going to have to shorten some of this stuff, not take it to full length. I mean, I'm not going to need the full length, I just wanted it to be, you know, cool, but so yeah, we're going to go in as tight as we can there. Yeah, I'm actually going to start building up the station a little bit more now, because yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to get the whole thing in there. I'm going to probably be able to do at least the first couple full length, but then I am going to have to start feathering it out, which is actually, honestly, I think that would actually look better out in a goods yard anyway. But yeah, we're gonna And I actually think I'm going to start this right away. We're going to bring that one in, and then the tracks there. And then, yeah, we're going to actually bring this in one platform section every time, which actually might mean we actually wind up shortening that platform, but I think having that constant tapering down of the end of the goods yard will look better than it going a little funky. Yeah, I think we are actually going to wind up, yeah, so we're going to have the one there, and then these two need to come out to there. Then we're going to have a platform there. And eventually I'm just going to, you know, dump the millions of dollars and completely construct this entire goods yard, but not in today's stream. But yeah, so that one's good. And actually, I'll leave in that one because it won't actually affect it. But so yeah, no, those actually were the perfect length to start out with. So actually, yeah, because those are gonna come out to there. So yeah, the way I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna, okay, so first things first, I think this one's gonna need to take its time about getting in, which is fine. Faster junctions are almost always better. So yeah, that one, it's gonna need to take its time about coming in. If I'm right about how this is gonna work out, I can bring that one in like that. And then the rest of them are just gonna kind of just go in like that. And actually, yeah, just do that. And we'll, yeah. Actually, the further up we go, the faster it gets. But we want it to, you know, look fairly nice. Yeah. Yeah, I think having that, you know, gradual tapering in effect is actually going to turn out really nice. Yeah, that's exactly the sort of thing that I was going for. And then now, if I'm right, we can bring these in. Ooh, actually no, that's going to be our limiting factor on how this stuff comes in. Is we're going to need to bring in the innermost bit all the way in. And then this one will go in as far as it can. And actually, in having that bit there pre-done is actually going to make this a lot easier too. It's actually, I think what I might do, because, yeah, no, actually what I'm going to do, I want that to be straight, so I'm actually going to clear it out up to there. And then I'm actually just going to run that right the way down all the bits here is just, Okay, so no, that actually does need to curve out a bit more before I can take it straight. Or I could just do it this way. Right up into that switch. And then just fit everything else into that. Yeah, and then we'll have that nice smooth curve for the whole distance. Yeah, hopefully this will turn out nice. And then these, it's going to be one at a time. Take them in and just push them right up into the previous switch. Get them as smooth as possible. Every single one of them. There we go. And if I wanted, I could like take out those bits and potentially bring them into there. But I think I prefer it this way, having all the switches on this main straight bit, and having that increased number of switches makes it a little easier to measure these out and make sure that they go in nicely. Because they just go right up in and butt up against the previous switch. And that keeps everything as smooth as it can be. And I know that I'm making it as smooth as it can be. And this one will come in, finally. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty awesome thing, and I can actually do the same tapering off going the other way too, and that'll make a really nice, realistic looking depot. And actually, because I've got all of that in, I can actually take out the outgoing track here. Yeah, just entirely take out that outgoing track. Oop. Okay, good. I did take out the right one. Because yeah, this is just going to and I might wind up putting in like multiple ingoing tracks at some point, but yeah, I'm going to get in both ends of the station, but not the middle. So yeah, and then the middle I'll just fill in as I need platforms. And that'll help keep the costs down, but let me get all of this basic infrastructure in place early. And it also gives me something to do while my money train runs back and forth and makes me money. So that'll be nice too. And this actually, and I think that having this, like, I mean, it's definitely a much more organically shaped station from what I usually do, but I like it. I think it's a lot nicer. And it actually, I actually am winding up with, well, because this is going to sort of sweep up like that. So I'm actually going to be left with this big area in there that I might be able to do something with. I don't know if I will, but I could. But yeah, and this also, though, does give me, you know, an excuse to use up a little more of this area in a nice way rather than in a, you know, whacking in a, you know, a massive bloody station for the sake of whacking in a massive bloody station kind of way. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like the way this comes out. Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll put in like a set of sidings here or something, just decoratively with the ballast track, or not the with the yeah. Although that actually would, though, drain money though, and at this point I'm a little too early in the game to be able to waste money like that. But that's the sort of thing that I can put in late game. You know, a nice big set of sidings with, you know, some rolling stock waiting in it. Yeah, and I think that's the one that I'm gonna use right from the get-go. And I think for this one I am gonna go ahead and actually put in that extra bit of platform, because this is gonna wind up being my oil platform, I think, and that's gonna need to be a lot. In fact, I might actually wind up running the platforms out that way just to give me extra capacity on this particular one. Oh, I actually could do this one with like a separate go-in if I need it. If I only need this much, I'm only going to use this much, but in this one, if I need extra, I actually can. Yeah. Yeah, I think I like the way that this big station is turning out. Yeah, it's going to be a lot nicer once I have the other stuff in. Yeah, and this just needs to come into here. Actually, I need to pause for a moment and take out that one. And then I'm going to put in this one. Actually, I'm going to just take it right on into that diamond that I already made, because that's already going in as tightly as it can. I'm going to take out that bit because it's no longer needed, and it'll also let me get in that one. Now we just start putting these in the same way we did with the last one. And now that I have that one hooked back up again and that train can get in, we can start the game playing again and keep raking in the money. Ooh, that one's actually a little too close. Which, and there's a simple solution on that one. Come on, zoom in. Yeah, we can just remove that. And then we can also actually start this the other way so that it Now that's interesting. And we'll do that, and then it'll put in an S-bend there. Hopefully I don't have to do that on too many of these. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe that one will go in. Nope. I think those two are going to need it, but the rest of them should be fine. No, I didn't. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna. Okay, it did. For a moment, it snapped in. Yeah. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring that out just to there, and then just bend it on in. Yeah, I like the freight depot noises I'm getting working over here. And this area is only going to get busier, too. No, it's not really a freight depot, it's very much it's a goods yard. You know? Freight coming in, freight going out. And there's only going to be more of both happening as we continue on with this map. I can almost guarantee I'm going to need to get in another goods yard. And I might actually just try and squeeze in another small one in that area. Yeah. That could be interesting. I'd probably wind up slewing it the other way, make room for a turnaround maybe. I don't know. It would have to be really tiny to fit in there. That, or I am going to wind up taking that bit up and over and then into a tunnel through over there-ish eventually. So maybe when that happens, I can straighten the road out, bring that over that way, and get in a bit of one there. I don't know. It'd be kind of nice, though, to try and use up that space with more freight platforms. Don't know. But anyway. Let's get this in. And then the last one. And there we go. That is, aside from, the fact that I still need to fill in the middle bits, that's at least the outline of the station all hooked up. And now let's... no, I don't think I'm going to get in the harbor area yet, because that's going to be a big money investment. One thing I can do, especially if I'm going to be... actually, I wonder if they've fixed that thing with that issue that disjointed platform buildings were having. Hopefully this will work out the way I think it will. So, hopefully, if I just try to slap a building on the end there, it wouldn't let me because those tracks are there. And if I put one there, sometimes it doesn't let me because it forms an end with there and tries to seal that off with a walkway. And then just that causes problems. But it might let me. Okay, yeah, and it is going to let me. And I think that'll also come out a little nicer than doing the steps and stuff. And if I didn't do that, actually, then I could run that bit in directly up against the station there. It would look kind of nice. Although I've already got it in, but still, I could. Or even just put in a siding there. I don't know. I might, but yeah, since they won't let me center that, though, I think I'm actually going to extend this out another platform section and then put on one of the larger buildings that's a little wider so that I can at least line up the edge. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to put that in there, but I can get but yeah, I can get in one of the larger buildings just there. But anyway, unfortunately, somebody is calling, so we're just going to grab this train here, and I will leave you with a short ride while I answer the phone so it'll stop ringing. Yeah. That was my friend. For a while there, he'd been actually, politely checking to see if I was live streaming or not before he called, but I guess he's stopped doing that. Anyway, yeah, I'd say that doesn't look too bad. And then for our harbor access, we can just run a road here and connect it just barely to the track, which in fact I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And this can just be like the smallest size one. Come on, give me the circle. There we go. And we want it straight, not curvy. Yeah, and I'm not actually going to place in the harbor, although I'm going to have to cut away a little bit, potentially, or just build up a walkway area. But when I do place it in, though, it's basically going to wind up going up like that, and then the paths actually snap in across the tracks when you put up a road like that. But it actually looks like it would snap across even without it, but it looks better with the crossing there. So yeah, that's how this is going to go in. And I might actually build up the pavement right the way along down the track side and then put in steps, see if it will actually snap across, because that'll make things a lot more convenient. But yeah, and I think I am going to go ahead and just go into there and just whack down. Well, I wish you could like put steps there and have like, you know, 2 platforms going out and then buildings sticking out into the middle. Ooh, and it's not going to let me put them on that side at all. Okay, well that's... Okay, I guess I'm doubly glad that I did that now then. Yeah, and I can put a ton of stuff in there. But, yeah, for now this is good. And I think that, yeah, I'm going to wind up with the, like, a bigger cargo building, like, there right at the end, sticking out nice and big. Then my main tram depot is probably going to go in, like, there. And I might even do, like, one there and then a smaller one in the corner there. But for now, though, I can actually get rid of that stuff. And if the city wants to expand out into this little area now, I guess they can. Because I'm not going to be able to get a station connection in there to put in a tram depot. Or tram station, not depot, station. And since I can't put in a tram station, I can't actually use that for anything. So yeah, I'm going to just run that down to there to just make sure that they don't actually build into there. And since the stuff here around this I'm actually going to be leaving in permanent, I'm going to upgrade that to the plain gravel so that it looks a little better. Yeah, and there's probably like fence asset type stuff. Ooh. Well, that's interesting. Apparently even when you remove all the tracks, level crossings stay in. It's interesting. And they're in, but they're like glowing blue, too. That's an interesting graphical thing. Well then. But, yeah, we've got our nice little thing, and I managed to fit in that turnaround almost perfectly. And for this, I'm not going to be able to put in a turnaround like that. I'm actually going to need to do a turnaround where it pulls out and then back in. Because unfortunately, I decided to put my tram thing there, so I can't even do it, you know, just blatantly cutting through the city either. I'm going to have to actually, you know, trains pull in and they pull out. And I'm probably going to put it, like, maybe, I don't know, maybe like in there or something. I don't know. Yeah, I meant to do it the other way. And I might actually wind up moving that on, like, across the road or something, and then putting it in anyway. Just because, but yeah, actually, yeah, and actually I have plenty of money now, so I'm actually gonna put, no, first things first, let's come over here and see. Oh yeah, that's absolutely building up. Let's see, what's the, oh, is the date not playing? No, the date is not playing. No wonder I haven't been unlocking the cargo trams. But yeah, okay, so they've got a rate of 48, and let's see how much is that shipping to Market Harbor. 111, so yeah, we're gonna need to more than double that, but I think we might be better off just waiting for the cargo trams, because I know we're gonna get them soon. But although in preparation, though, I'm gonna need a tram usable route all the way out there, which is gonna be a bit of a pain. But I may as well start now, so yeah, this is gonna need to continue on up here, and then just going right on down that highway. But yeah, by doing this, though, it will mean that I can both get in a cargo tram line when the cargo trams unlock, and I can also put in a passenger tram line, both to cover the city and to connect up to the station better, which is going to be well worth it. Yeah, I think I'm just going to tramify this entire, like, outer set of roads here. Well, actually, it's going to have to come down into the station, though. So actually, we're going to want to come down this way. And I'm going to go that road and into that, and then back out up that way. Which means that we don't want it on those roads. And there we go, that's got this all hooked up to tram. And then when we get our cargo trams, we'll want that bit tram as well. So yeah, let's get in our passenger tram stops. And we'll want a few in. I like to give, you know, not just cover everything with the white, but also get, like, just a little bit extra, just to make sure that we've got good coverage that'll also last as the city expands a bit. And just, you know, the more stops you have, the more likely people are to use your transport. I mean, you can obviously, you know, go a little too overboard, but I like to do a little more than just, you know, one commercial, one industrial, one residential, like some people do, so. And I think that'll be good until the city starts expanding. So yeah, we need a new line from here. And I'm not going to do, you know, loops both directions, especially not in a small, skinny city like this. Because they can... Ooh, and I put in all truck stops, didn't I? Oof. Yeah, let's just scrap that entirely. No, that was my own bloody fault. We don't want you. We want you. There we go. And now we want it coming from that one and out around all of these ones. Actually, there's a thought. Since I only need the one of those, right? So I know you can get an exit to go in over here yeah, there we go. And actually, I could still even have a second passenger one on that, but this will actually let them come in here, go through there, and straight out up that way. So yeah, that's gonna be nice. And yes, tram tracks. Yeah, I don't like how it does that. You have to go in and reset the curve tool whenever you change a setting on the road you're using. But still, having the curve and straight tools is well worth any minor inconveniences due to them not being perfect. Yeah. And that right there is the main reason I invested in that, road station entrances and exits mod. Because I wanted one-ways that had bloody sidewalks. I mean, I love to have, one way, one lane with sidewalks for, regular roads too, but still, that's better than nothing. And it snapped into doing that too. And actually, I might waypoint it and force the cargo one to do that as well, just to keep things flowing a little more efficiently. Or actually, there's actually a simpler way to do that. I can grab this, configure it, and just completely remove that, and put in... Oh, come on. Fine. If I extend that a little, now it should... Oh, no. What do you mean construction not possible? Fine, I'll take that back one again, and then I'll put in a little bit of road coming out to meet it. Probably the slope is what it was. There we go. Now that'll force it to... Huh. Oh, yeah, that's because it's on that one, so it wants to turn around and go out. Okay, actually, yeah, Actually, yeah. I actually do want it to go out the back then if it's doing that, yeah. The other one will go out the front. Of course, you went in before, but you don't go in now, huh? I'm just gonna redo that bit, and I'm gonna get a bit of road from here. I'm gonna come out and say stay straight, and then I'll put this bit back in, And without the tram tracks going to there. Actually, no, we want that bit at least to be curvy. Yeah, that'll do. And then now we can go into here. Oh, come on, really? You know, if we just take that bit out, it should go in now. Hopefully. Yes. There we go. Much happier. Yeah, that's a happy road. There we go. Yeah, and I think this is actually the first time I've actually used the, you know, coming out the side thing effectively. Yeah, I usually don't bother with the side things, but here it actually is worth doing. And I think that I will put on let's see, do I want to extend the passenger building out, or do I want to put on a cargo ramp? That's the real question. Actually, we could do it as like a brick addition. That would look kind of interesting. You know, I kind of like that. Yeah, we'll do that. That makes it very, very clearly a later addition that they added into the station. And there is our cargo train full of bricks coming in. Getting our massive payday. And then leaving. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put in a, well, first I need to get trams onto that passenger tram line. And then I'm going to put a passenger train line going to that city. So yeah, we're going to be upgrading these shortly, so 5 should do it. And I need to name that line. Ooh, okay, apparently we don't have tram track all the way. Okay, so we come out there, go up here. Oh, there's our missing bit. Now will you go? Yep, and that is a long way, especially for the little slow horse-drawn trams to go. But they'll make it there, and until then it will allow the buildings to queue up and start sending passengers out to wait at the stops, and passengers to come in here and wait at that stop. And then we'll get a line coming from there to there. And that's going to use the inside tracks the whole way. And we probably are actually going to have... No, yeah. And honestly, for that one, the inside tracks weren't particularly worth it. I mean, we might eventually have one that comes, like, through the mountain pass there and then joins in to do, like, a direct between those two. But we're likely to only ever have, like, one passenger train on that line. But anyway, this needs to be named. So this is going to be light rail passenger Market Harborough Tram. This one is train passenger. No, I said I was going to do it the other way. So this is Market Harborough to Blackpool. I added an extra O in there. We're gonna get Market Harbor at Blackpool. And then we need to get a train on the Market Harbor at Blackpool. Let's see. And we should have, yeah, and we have quicker stuff now. We have at least that one. And I think that, yeah, that's the only quick engine we have so far, but we're going to get more. For now, though, this is going to have to run it. Actually, let's start it right off the bat in our nice fancy colors. And passenger wagons. Well, actually, the 6 wheels are actually our quickest wagons, so that train is actually way overkill for the line it's running, for the rolling stock we've got. But we'll be able to upgrade these to the later 4 wheels, and then to the big ones fairly soon, and then to the bogie coaches fairly soon. So yeah, we're gonna have first class, 2 third. Well, yeah, actually, since these are small coaches, we'll have 3 third classes. Oh, okay, so apparently there's multiple different styles of third class here. So I'll do one of that style just to see if there is any difference. And then we want a rear brake. And I accidentally put the stripy one on for the first class, so I'll do a stripy one for the rear brake just because. And we'll put that on the new line. Yeah, that was actually entirely accidental that I did that, but I kind of like the effect of having the brake coach and the first class coach look slightly different. And those do actually appear to be, like, both third classes appear to be exactly the same, but just wanted to check and see if there was a difference. And this is going to get up to speed real quick. Okay, what? Oh. Okay, so yeah, apparently that's like the only signal I actually put on the passenger bits. And they cross over up here, so that's where we'll need the signals. It's right the way up here where they cross over. There we go. And then we'll need, well, let's see. And then we'll want signals again over here, where these two merge in, and then again up here where these two cross over. Yeah, it would have been better off to just put, the cargo platforms on the cargo stuff on the outside and the passenger on the inside, but I think it was worth doing it this way. Yeah, and we're going to need to have a another cargo station probably here with a road going into it from that side, and then a tram coming in there, and station extending there. Although we might actually be able, if we put it like here-ish, be able and put an entry there and an entry there, be able to squeeze in everything. Just directly connect. I don't want to count on that. Yeah, let's jump to this one though. And here, let's do a quick cab ride on this. Just enjoy the long tunnel and enjoy actually, passing by a train going in the opposite direction. Yeah, I like how this tunnel turned out. And having those pillars makes the flat. Oh, hey Amber. Good to see you in the chat. Yeah. I as you'll see in a moment, I got the gravel track in and put in the big tunnel and all of the quad track, for at least for that section. So yeah, we have proper separated passenger and cargo services now coming out to this city, and we'll have more stuff branching off. And in the beginning, having that dedicated passenger stuff isn't particularly worth it, but once the passenger stuff starts getting faster than the freight, it'll become very worth it to have dedicated passenger track, because even, you know, just once I have the A4 steam engines, if that's still going to be, you know, faster than the freight trains will ever get to go. So yeah. Yeah, this is what the tunnel thing that I was working on turned out as, with the gravel, and I think it's pretty nice. I still don't like the flat top, but having those pillars in there allows you to, I think it's a lot nicer. I mean, I could have just done it without that middle section at all, but I like being able to, you know, see the trains as you go by in there. So the way I did it, I think, is pretty good. But yeah, we're gonna get out of that. Oh, also, I finally figured out how to turn off edge scrolling, so I'm not gonna, you know, have my screen go haywire when I bump my mouse, and I turned on scroll to mouse, so I can now zoom in like that on a specific area. But yeah. But yeah, anyway. So hopefully the steam trams are going to start unlocking soon, because then I can actually both get cargo trams on and also get the better passenger trams. I should know by now what year those actually unlock, but dude, that's not where we want you, because that's depot access. In fact, I think I might just get rid of that bit entirely and make that just regular non-station track, and that'll force it into one of the other platforms. Yeah. There we go. And I think I'm just going to go ahead and build up, at least, you know, tracks and platforms wise, the entire main station. Oop, no, I didn't want that there. Yeah. And actually, until I get the high-speed trains, I don't need the stuff to be able to pull all the way in. So I think I'm actually going to put these across the back, just so that there is that actual legitimate pathing through there, and I don't have to bother with underpasses, because I'm not big on the way the underpasses look. So I'm actually going to take that bit out too. And yeah, now the buffers are going to end there with that there, because I don't want it to be considered a terminus station by the game, but I also want it to be a terminus station. Because if it's considered a terminus station by the game, like you've put buildings at the end there, then it'll, like, firstly, you can't have buildings going all the way down the side then, and secondly, it'll also force trains to pull all the way into the end rather than just to the middle of their platform. And while my trains are fairly short, that actually makes it not as good. But yeah. Oh wait, and I need to put at least a couple more tracks in. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just whack them all in. Come on. Yeah, usually as it used to be recalculating ship lines that would cause so much lag with this, but with my computer it's at the point that even just, you know, doing it at all is pretty laggy. But yeah, and eventually this is going to become a lot grander, and I'm probably going to do like the big roof over at least the first couple of sections, like and actually I think I'm going to go ahead and put that in now. Get the big procedurally generated roof. I think I'm going to put it in here. Come on, go in. There you go. And then let's see if I can do something kind of interesting here. Do like so that they don't actually line up. See if that does something interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if I like the small ones. I do like the way that bigger one turned out. I don't know. I could also try, though, just doing, like... See, which one does that take? Okay, so now we want to... Yeah, I could try just doing, like, one really big one. Like that, but... No, I think that's too big. Maybe do, like... Then we could also come, like... I mean, we couldn't do straight to the middle because it's an odd number, or an even number, but we could do, like, that and that, maybe? I don't know, something different. Or we could put, like, one in there, and then get rid of that one. Have, like, that one continue on, and then do a bigger one for the main section. Nah, I don't think I'm a fan. Yeah, I just don't think I'm a fan of using this for this station in general, to be perfectly honest. Or at least not over that bit. I do think that I am going to use it here, but I want to do it differently. I'm going to want, like, skinnier sides in the middle. Like that. And then I think I'm just going to do the bits out here. And I know technically we aren't in the right era for this, but as I said, I like this metal style roof. I think it goes a lot better with the big arching one. And I like the slight hint of color that the green gives. I'm gonna, at least on the active platforms, I don't think I'm gonna bother with the ones that we aren't using yet. But I think on the active platforms, I'm gonna just run that all the way out. Or maybe I'll leave like the last bit unshielded. I don't know. But at least this much of it, I'm gonna put this on. I need to remove the that bit there. Yeah, and I think that'll look good when I do all of it, but I'm not going to bother putting the canopies on the unused platforms. But I will at some point. So all that'll do is make it more expensive to run the station. Oh, also, Amber, I don't think you are here for this, but as I haven't filled in the inside because I'm not actually using it yet, but you're using most of the tracks yet, but I did this massive cargo station, and I did this sort of slewed effect, and it all enters in that side and then funnels out the other. Hopefully that doesn't wind up being like too much of a bottleneck there. And actually I'm going to need to get in some signaling in this. At the very least, a signal there. And then some blocking along there. And I'm going to do fairly tight blocking, just to be safe. But yeah, I said that it's definitely going to bottleneck a bit, especially with that like super tight, super tight radius turn there. And I might eventually wind up like raising that up and do like a big bridge turning around here maybe. But I don't know. Depends on if that actually causes a severe traffic issue or not. I also could just double track that whole section so that we can run twice as many trains through it. Run like, say, those 6 on the inner one there, and these 6 on an outer one. And then that can funnel off various places. But I don't know. For now, though, this works, and I think it looks really cool. And theoretically, you know, because it does take them a while to load and unload, we shouldn't ever wind up with, you know, all the... Actually, if I'm going to make this work a little better, we'll want stuff to be able to, like, pull up as much as possible. Unfortunately, I jammed those, like, right in, so I don't think I'll have any place that I can put them there, but... I think we will, at the very least, put, you know, like, one there. And then we'll put them on, like, these inner ones where we can. Just... Unfortunately, that... Yeah, we can put one there, as it just... Let them pull up as far as they can. As unfortunately, with the way I fit those in to conserve space, I don't think I can get any blocking on that section with all the switches in it. Yeah, if it becomes a legitimate issue, I can take, you know, a couple of these and run like that into there, and then that'll give me room to put some blocking into that, if it becomes an issue. But I'm hoping that it just won't become an issue. But as it, until it is a serious issue, but yeah, oh yeah, that's right, I was actually going to pick up the oil here, too. Yeah, that actually could be a little bit of an issue, because... yeah, because if I'm picking up oil and running it back with the train there, then I'll definitely need a lot of platform space in here. So I might actually redo this slightly with... Now, I could put the 2 cargo tracks right side by side, although that would make that a little hard. No, I think I'm just going to need to have that track have a platform either side. That one's just going to be drop off. And then I'm going to put a nice big platform here that'll hold that fuel. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to just make it as a... This is going to need to be, you know, pretty big. So, I mean, it's gonna need, yeah, because the trains that are coming into there are only gonna get longer. Eventually, they probably are gonna, be sticking out all the way back there, and actually, and I think I'm actually gonna extend the station out that way, just to... And that's gonna probably temporarily, oh no, okay, so that's just making him go both ways on that track, which, while there's only one engine, I think we can let it do that for one run through. Because it can get over there, I believe. Well, actually, no, let's pause it. We'll pause it and get this sorted out, get the line sorted out, and then we'll let it go. Yeah, I think we're going to go out another 2 units. And then I think we'll only have 2 wide platform instead of 3, maybe? I don't know. Although having the 3 sections of platform does help fill that area a little bit. Oh, no, I didn't want that there. I want to come out this way. No, I know I'm at least going to need to have that much in. For now, though, let's just say that's good enough, and we'll take that out, and we'll run this out and in, and I want to keep the speed up full on this. That's excessive, though. There we go, 120. No, we want the cargo one, terminal. And we want you on terminal 3 now. So yeah, he'll pull up to the middle of terminal 3, and then he'll drop off his bricks, and then he'll be on his way. And I think I might actually run a train shuttle. Yeah, 'cause I'd like to get a direct connection to all 3 of those if I can. And I think those 2 are close enough that I can manage it with a longish station. So I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get a station, cargo station. Just 1 track. And I'm going to do it. Okay, not quite that big. We need to fit in that area. If I accidentally dropped it down. We want period to go up. Okay, and then we'll get it lined up like that. And I think we're going to come down from both sides to try and hook up into all 3 oil wells with this. And then we'll go. Because I want this big enough to just bridge straight away. Hopefully that's high enough, or else I wasted a bunch of money on unnecessary terraforming costs. There we go. Let's see. Okay, so we got the newer wagons, which I like better than the older ones. But not the steam trams yet. But anyway, yeah, we can definitely... Okay. I'm going to go with... Since we're using brick for so much, I'm going to use... Or since we're shipping so many bricks, I'm going to just use the brick bridge, because bricks. Come on, there we go. That gets a nice footing placement there. And then this one's going to need to come. Oh, really? Come on. Don't be that way. Really gonna do this to me? Fine. Really? Okay, apparently I have to stay level or it's gonna stop bridging on me. So, I either need to stay level the whole way or get all of my bridging done in one segment. I don't think I want to do that. I might be able to come in like that. Yeah, and that's not doing anything too bad with the pillars. I mean, it's, you know, tight, but this is going to be. That's just the way this is. Then we'll bring it down as far as we can. And actually, if I can get it to just barely drop a foot there. Okay, we want a little more than just barely, I guess, so that it'll have decent clearance. And that foot doesn't. Let's see. But I don't think I'd be able to get that in nicely now, would I? Well, I can definitely force it to not put a foot there. So I think just getting that one's the main concern, and then I can sort out the other ones after. So yeah, let's get that into there, and then just get it down as low as it'll let me, which is apparently that low. And actually, I'm gonna... Yeah, the brick train should be on its way, so I'm gonna wait for that to get here. Yeah, it's not gonna be too long, because I want to see if the brick train is will basically, I want to see if this actually is high enough for the trains to make it through without, like, whacking their tops on the bottom of the bridge. Okay, that's the thing with Transport Fever. It almost always airs very heavily on the side of tall bridges, so I'm just going to go with it. And then the rest of this is going to be just going in. And we'll need a little bit of platform out. First things first. I think we'll just put the track in. Oh no, because we're going to probably want 2 bits of track. So now we're going to put the track there. And hopefully that'll hook in. Yeah, no, that's not going to hook in. Wait, why are you going in that way? I have signals telling you to go in the other way, you. No, what? Why? No. Bad cargo train line. Okay, manage line. After the goods yard, you will go via that signal. There, was that really so hard? And that would also explain why the passenger train was sitting there waiting for so long. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I think I'm gonna need to, you know, snake my way down. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in a track there, maybe? Yeah, there. Because this is just a drop-off, so it only needs a little bit of actual stuff. And yeah, this is basically claiming both sides of that bit, which is more than enough for a drop-off. And the rest of this should be more than enough for the pickup. And I don't think this will put this in automatically, but we'll see. Oh, hey, it actually does. Well, there we go. Yeah, and that's gonna... I mean, it looks a little funky, but that is probably the, you know, least worst route up there. It's gonna... yeah. Although we're gonna need a, need depot access, so for depot access, it's gonna come in. If this wants to come in, it's gonna do it via the, yeah, that's what we'll do depot access wise, is we'll do that. And then let's see, will it make a not horrific thing? There we go, and it's not making a mess of that, so yeah, that'll let it pull into there, and actually, yeah, and then, yeah, sure, why not? And that'll give it a way to get into and to get out of the depot. And actually, I think I'm going to cross it over, make it use the freight line. Just simply because this is freight traffic and there's no reason to not. So yeah. And then we're going to get... So we're not actually going to put anything on this for now, but first things first, I need to make sure that this is actually going to work like at all, and that I can actually get a direct connection here. So this is probably going to require a bridge. Road. Huh, no, it actually isn't gonna... Although if I want to go direct, which I probably will want to do, it will, so let's see. So that's actually collisioning with the bridge, not with that, so let's ease that up, and we'll put in the nicer wooden bridge, and just hope this works. Yep, connects to there. And just because, you know, yeah, and we'll hook up to there. And then we should be able to do a similar thing and put a set of steps there. And I'm actually not even gonna have that. It's just gonna be the track and the platform, because you really don't need buildings up here. And this one's gonna come down and curve into there, and that should give us a connection to there pretty easy enough. And then maybe I'll do a straight one there, if it'll let me. No, that doesn't look right. But I do want to actually have something that connects that to the rest of the road network, just because. So I'm going to run out there, and we'll run one from that junction coming out and then around to there. Okay, we'll do it in 2 bits so it doesn't mess it up. There. And yeah, that gives us direct connection to all 3 of those. And we'll just have a small little shuttling train that can run it into there. But for now, that's just going to sit. Yeah, right now what I need to go do is I'm going to need to run a line from here out to... I think I'm going to do fuel first. Let's see. Oh, do we have... Wait, okay, I know I balanced this... Oh no, I actually didn't remember to balance the refineries. So, just to make... Because the industry does need to be balanced, I'm actually going to do my usual thing when I find out that there's not enough of an industry and double up an existing one. Actually, I'm going to put this back to back, because they have that nice little entry road in the back, so I'm going to do that. Just because I'll give them an outer road too. There. And now I can put in my station going to that. And I think the best thing to do is going to be go through that, because without either... Although, actually, I could, and that actually would give me a valid excuse to, quad track up through there, because through here, it would be kind of hard to swing out and get around that side of that. I mean, we're going to have to eventually, to hook up those. To hook up that section. So actually, I think I am going to go ahead and go that way. Then we're also going to need to connect the passenger section to it, though. Let's see, so I'm going to take that bit out for now. So the passenger bit here, because we are definitely going to quad track that eventually. It's going to come up there, which is going to make this bit need to come up that way. And just to let those guys use what double track is available, I'm going to run just a simple double slipping thing there. The double slips will let the passenger one use the double track there, and the regular one will let the cargo cross over there. And I think to get... I mean, we could also, though, come out, like take it where the quad track starts and come that way, and then just barely squeeze through there, maybe. I mean, it'd be a tight fit, and we'd be going very that way, so we'd have to take a sharp turn up to there. But we'd have to do that anyway to get to that town. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to come from here, right where the quad track starts. And I'm not going to put that in yet. I'm going to let those guys keep single tracking it, because there's no reason for them not to, really. At least not right now. So, and then eventually we'll want to start doing this sort of stuff with, like flying junctions and everything. But for now, I'm just going to do a, big, massive quad tracky junction. And eventually, I think the passenger one is just going to go regular, and I'm going to do flying junctions for the freight. Is probably what I'm going to do. But anyway, so that needs to carry on through. And then this one is going to come in to... Come on. Oh. No, it's actually not quite proper quad track there, is it? So yeah, we're going to just have to eyeball the switches here and hope it lines up well enough. I think it will be lined up enough. That one will snap. And this one's going to be a little off, but it'll be fine. Man, that's definitely some junction. I mean, obviously, you know, especially at this stage in the game, highly unnecessary, but I do want to try and keep the passenger and cargo separate. I think that as time goes on, this is going to become a flying junction that comes up over there, and this one's going to come up and over there, so that the passenger stuff is uninterrupted by the freight. But for now, though, and I'm going to take all of this from the leftmost one, because that's the one that's going to first encounter issues. So, no, we don't want to just go completely straight, so we're going to need to come out like that, and then we need to curve this in such that it just barely misses this bit. Okay, so I need to not collision it. Okay, so yeah, let's bring that down just a little bit to be level with that. There we go. And then we're going to bend it upward like that. Yeah, that's a little nicer. It's still doing a decent amount of cutting, and it's having a bit of earthworks there too, but that'll do. And then I think we're probably going to have to wind up redoing that, but for now, as this bit is going to need to come around here. Oh wow, it's actually bridging up over that section of road. I actually, as cool as that is, there's no reason it can't follow the ground. So I'm going to have to do this one in multiple pieces to get it to work out nicely. So it's going via there. And then let's just... Oh, that is enough of a dip that I might be able to get it to do a... Actually, it's going to be lower, closer to the shore, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do that with the rightmost track. And then see if I can get a reasonable bridge out of it. I mean, it's not going to be high enough to get, you know, like a road under, but I do find that bridges are... in Transport Fever are almost always cheaper than earthworks. Which, in some ways makes sense, in some ways doesn't, but I'm more than willing to, you know, go with it, so. Yeah, I mean, we obviously aren't going to want that. We're going to want, you know, our nice bricky viaduct. And yeah, we can actually afford to... Well, first things first, let's bring this in so that it's snapping right into the road. Okay, and then we want to bring that up just until we get that nice viaduct. And we'll want this to be as cheap as possible. So we really do want to just barely make a viaduct. Come on. Just a little more. Oh, nope. And there's where it makes a viaduct. So that's right where we want it. And then the other ones that are going along parallel will be forced to make a viaduct there. So that'll do what I want. I need to take this just a little bit past there in order to get, and I'll keep it at 120, a bit more than, or a bit shallower angle than, at least. And we're just going to run all of these right on out. And okay, so we got the okay, just a couple of tank engines that those ones are probably from a larger pack. I don't use those ones too much because they're a little on the slow side. But yeah. And yeah, that is definitely a very grand viaduct. I probably could actually get a road under it if I wanted to, but I don't think I'm going to bother. I'm perfectly happy, you know, leaving massive level crossings that are going to annoy the general populace, because they don't want to drive over, you know, level crossings. It's not like I'm going to use the road there very much. And if they don't want to drive, that means they're more likely to, you know, take my public transport. So yeah, I don't particularly care so long as the traffic isn't in the cities. But yeah, so we're going to need... Eventually, we're going to get a cargo station there to grab all of that iron. But, and I probably can even get a direct connection to all three of those. But we're going to need just cargo to turn off to here. And actually, we'll probably want to make that a fairly sharp turn off and come this side, so we can just run a shuttle out of the... Well, no, we can do two separate stations and just make that depot access only. And that's close enough that we'll probably want to do, like, a direct... Yeah, and actually, so that'll connect to that, so we can also then do a direct shuttle from there to there, which will be nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and get in that station. So, buildings, cargo station. I'll get this. And actually, I'm going to want this to have a turnaround too, because turnarounds. So yeah, we'll configure this. And as you know, we are going to want a second track, but we only need like a fairly small second track on this. Actually, I don't know why I put in that massive first track. Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and whack that down much shorter, actually. And then we'll put the main bit of the building back in there. Actually, yeah, that'll be fine. Have the building right at the end there. There. And then we'll put in the platforms for the little shuttle thing. Right there. Although I also might wind up putting the drop-off on that side and the pickup over there. But yeah, actually I think I will do that. But for now, though, let's get track going in. Yeah, and it has to slow down a decent bit on that turn, but it's almost the 96 that the current freight can handle. And by the time I need 120, I'll be able to upgrade it to high-speed track, and that'll give me 120. Might not give me 160 ever, but should at least give me 120. But yeah. And this one, I'm going to need a turnaround on. And I think I'll let the turnaround go a little on the quicker side. Not like... I'm not going to be super concerned about it being like super quick, but I'll have a slightly quicker turn. And then here I want it to just floor it, and this is going to actually connect across to that. Oh, and actually, no, we don't want that to be that track. We want that to be the track on the very far side. So yeah, we're actually going to take out this curve here. And both the passenger and cargo lines are going to continue up to that station here, or a station that's going to eventually become there. But until it is, we're just going to run that up like that. Actually, I think we'll angle it in too, so that that one can connect up into the same station. And that one's just going to be a little two-way shuttle line. And this will come up past there. And this bit needs to come across. Actually, yeah, no matter where I go. Oh, wow, and it's actually becoming faster if I come in. Yeah, there we go. That'll do. And then we'll connect that on up. And that's it once again. Eventually, flying junctions. But not right now. And actually, instead of crossing over there, we're going to just enter the station in the other direction. Because there's nothing that defines which way you have to enter a station when you're going through. You can do the turnaround loop first or the station first. And in this case, we're going to do the turnaround loop first. And this just needs to come up to there, and then we'll get the station in. So yeah, first things first though, let's get in that those oil lines. So we've already got the little shuttle one in, right? Yeah, we put it in, but we haven't put anything on it. See, we got the E1s in a couple different colors, and another one that we're probably never going to use. Oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe we've gotten the, steam trams in, and I just haven't even noticed. And for now, I'm actually not going to need too many, actually, yeah, because of the way this is going, I actually don't even need this bit. And that'll force it to hopefully go around. Yeah, because that's just purely depot access for the other thing. I can do that much simpler. Okay, so yeah, that'll be the depot access leaving. I want this to stay one. There we go. And then for depot access entering on that line, and this is obviously going to, go off out to here somewhere. And then we're also, though, going to take it and just do a little, just a tight little depot access into there. There we go. And let's see, did that snap it around? No, but if I take this one and say I want it to be one way, that's the problem, it went on the wrong platform. Nope, other platform. Probably don't, yeah, that'd do it. I don't have that track hooked up the whole way. So let's go ahead and just get this whole thing with all the tracks put in. And actually, yeah, and I wound up just doing this pure, locked in quad track instead of with the gap like I did on the other side. Honestly, mainly because I forgot, but also because it's not actually going into any tunnels for any of this. I mean, I might eventually have a like bypass put in there that'll cut down the time maybe, but then I'll have it, that'll actually just be a cargo well, No, that would also be passenger. So yeah, that would become quad track, and I'd split it up because that would have a tunnel. But yeah, this'll do fine. There we go. And that should fix it. So that should fix it, maybe. Okay, so we want this on the terminal that's current terminal 21. And that fixed it. Yeah, it was on one of these middle ones that doesn't go all the way through yet. I do it. So yeah, that one now comes in here, goes down through there, then takes the turnaround loop, then goes all the way back up and out, and then off down this way, then continues onto the quad track, all the way up to the oil refinery. And then I'll need another one. And this one's just going to be a short shuttle here. And that one can be single track two-way because it's just going to be, you know, shuttling back and forth between the refineries and the, the oil refineries and the fuel refinery. But it's actually getting kind of late, so I think I should probably just get these trains on and then end the stream here for today. So yeah, we'll get in the crude oil shuttle one. And for this, speed doesn't matter, only power. And honestly, even power doesn't matter. This can just be, you know, small little one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna. Well, actually, tractive effort might be a genuine issue here though, because it's so slopey. Actually, Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We don't want something just absolutely tiny. Yeah, well, yeah. Let's do one of these. Sure. And then cargo, and we'll want. Yeah, I mean we can go with one of the universals, or we can go with these, which will carry about the same. And since they're just going to be for crude oil, I think we'll go with. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, let's just go with these. And we'll go up till it's mediocre. Why is it not letting... There we go. Okay, and then we'll add one more. And then we'll put on a brake van. That's going to be a lot of my money right there. So actually, I don't think we're going to put that many of these on yet. Let's take it to 50 capacity, maybe. But we know we can take this up to like 100 capacity fine. And even without adding a second engine. Oh. And once we're done, we'll color these. And then we want... This one needs to be fast, though, so this is So yeah, we haven't gotten any of the other quick ones yet. So there's going to be this guy again. These. Let's do these ones. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, yeah, let's do 15 wagons for now. That actually... Yeah, and with a load, this is actually going to be pretty slow, so let's put a back engine instead of a brake van on the rear. And that's actually too expensive without a loan. But we know this is going to make us money, though, so let's just... No, we don't want to repay, we want to borrow more. And then I'll leave this run between streams to pay it off. Yeah, this one's going to go on to the one that's line 1 there. And then the other one is going to go on to the one that's line 2, which is the long one, I believe. I mean, we'll know if I screwed up if that one goes that way instead of down that one. But let's see. Yep, I did it right. And we'll wait till the next episode to actually get that shuttle in and the delivery, and there's a ton of stuff we could do, and I could definitely, keep right on going, but yeah, it's getting late-ish, so yeah, I think we'll leave that, and let's see, no, it hasn't pulled out, so first we need to actually color this. Got to color those two before we sent them out. And actually I need to name the lines too. Before I forget. So this is freight train, and this is going to be Market Harborough. I think I spelled that. Yeah, I spelled that right. Oil shuttle. I want to capitalize this, keep my naming scheme going. And then this one is going to be... no, I didn't want to... I want to rename this one. This is another freight train. This is Blackpool Goods Yard to Boodle, apparently. Refinery. There we go. Ooh, apparently we got a bit of a snarl up going on. Oh yeah, I don't have nearly enough signals on this. Yeah, and we'll do very long blocks. We don't exactly need, a ton of signals to manage just a couple of trains over here, but we do need enough that they won't, get completely tangled up as easily as they have been. And let's get ones at either end of the tunnel. But, and I might use that one on the end of the tunnel, because that one's both lit and semaphore. So that one doesn't look too bad on tunnel exits, because, yeah, because at least that one you can't, well, you can't really see that one at all, can you? But, yeah, no, I think I'll just wait until I have inside the tunnel worthy signals, the actual electric ones. But, yeah, so that should cover them, and I'll put in one more block there, just because. And that'll get those guys out of the way, and that'll probably have already freed up the one that was, yeah. That's, okay, so where is he? Well, the obvious. And, oh no, that's not what I wanted. Wait, why is this one going out that way? Well, you're certainly taking an extremely roundabout way to get to your destination, but I guess. You know, I guess this gives us a excuse to go through our tunnel an extra time, and I will figure out on the next stream why we did, but for now, let's just enjoy it. So yeah, I will leave you with the cab ride, and then I'll shut it down once this is actually, you know, properly made a full journey. Or just at some point, I think.